Why is it that we're consciously working harder and harder to look different in the marketplace, but we're constantly sounding more and more like our competition? That is the question I've been pondering all week, even though I've been sick. You know, I promised you I'd send you this video, Loyalty Loopers, from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, but I got sick in Alabama, but I'm back at it, and here is today's Loyalty Loop from right here in Boca Raton, Florida. Man, there's a bunch of fish biting right here. You know, no executive or CEO or salesperson or marketing person sets out to sound exactly like their competition. In fact, we do the complete opposite. We conduct competitive analysis and we make sure that we're explaining our features and functions and benefits in a way that is clearly differentiated from our competition. But as we talked about a few weeks ago in the marketing curse, if we conduct a search for the products and services we provide and we think like a customer, we realize pretty quickly that we don't sound or look different at all. And I finally figured out why I think this happens. Twinning. Yes, hashtag twinning. That's why it happens. If you don't know what twinning is, that's okay. It's the accidental dressing or looking like your spouse or significant other or friends or family. Just do a search for it on Instagram and you'll see tons of pictures of people who found themselves twinning with their friends. Celebrities are actually pretty famous for this, like George Clooney started dressing very similarly to his girlfriend Amal when they were dating, or there's actually a very funny picture of Brad Pitt and Gwyneth Paltrow, and Brad bleached his hair blonde and had bangs just like hers. And David Beckham, who married that Spice Girl, he was wearing tons of leather when she was wearing tons of leather. I did a bunch of research on this, and it turns out that this is actually a phenomenon, and relationship experts call it harmonious dressing. Psychologists have a better term for it. Actually, they call it couples conformity. Psychologists even say they have evidence that subconsciously couples start dressing alike within 6 months of starting a new relationship. As I started to think about this, I realized it happens with lots of other things. If you start a new job, you will very quickly realize that you're trying to conform your style to that of the workplace. The truth is, we conform to the environment we're in, and we do it unintentionally and subconsciously. That's the key here. So when we spend a ton of time doing competitive analysis and thinking about our competition and looking at what our competition does and reading the industry magazines all about our competition and our position in the marketplace, we are subconsciously actually finding evidence and ways for us to fit in with them. So I'm going to coin a new term: competitive conformity. That's right, competitive conformity. Competitive conformity is the unintentional looking and sounding like your opposition. Before you know it, you're selling like your competition. You're marketing like your competition. Now, I think there's a very simple way to overcome competitive conformity. You've got to stop thinking about positioning yourself as different, looking and sounding different, and actually focus on being different. So instead of spending countless hours like reworking how you describe your features and functions to sound different than the competition, or reworking and rewording your unique value proposition or your homepage or your tagline, that's just not going to help. Do something different, because differences sell. They sell at higher margins, they're more referable, they're more ownable, and it's exactly what you actually are trying to do. I think we can all do this very simply. For example, the next client you secure, do something different, just one little thing immediately after you secure that client. Or maybe on your next sales call, do something different instead of saying something different or showing something different. But here's the deal. Here's the deal. The key to looking and sounding different is actually to do something different. So my friends, that's it for this week's Loyalty Loop episode. I hope you don't mind that I'm sending it to you on a Saturday. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next week in my Loyalty Loop. I'm going to watch the fish jump.